Here is my journey in a nutshell from musical theater actress to burnout coach, and how listening to my gut led me to my dream life. At 10 years old, I did my very first musical, and I knew it is what I wanted to do with my life. And so I followed that dream. I did every single show I could possibly do. I took dance classes and voice lessons, and I just loved it. I went to college for musical theater, and in 2017, I moved to New York City. And after getting into that actor life here, it was a lot. It was waking up at 5 a.m., sometimes earlier, waiting outside in the freezing cold with a bunch of stuff to then get crammed in a hot room with hundreds of people to then have to go and sing for like 30 seconds for a couple casting directors. A pretty hard life. Lots of rejection. And I wanted it. I had big dreams, and so I kept working for it, and then I would burn out. I'd work hard, burn out, recover, work hard, burn out, recover. Beginning of 2020, I started to feel like either I needed to go about how I was doing things differently or do something else with my life. Well, then March 2020, COVID shutdown happened. No more theater, no more auditions, no more dance classes. And I sat with that and I went, I don't miss that life. I don't miss the actor hustle. This is my sign. I'm ready for something else. I had started a blog, a style blog earlier that year. I had told a friend, while hanging out, that I had this secret dream, and I felt kind of silly about it, and she said, you should do it. And so I followed that gut feeling, and I did that. I had a full-time job, so luckily I had that going on, but I jumped into the blog head first. I was posting and writing and learning as much as I could and pitching brands. I knew that I had this passion and that this blog could be a way to be able to live my passion, be independent. So that's what I did. Got into the blog, and guess what happened? I worked hard, I burnt out, I recovered. I worked hard, I burnt out, I recovered. I didn't have a healthy balance. And throughout that time, I had a lot of people ask me, Janice, are you not auditioning anymore? Are you going to take a dance class? I said, wait, you're done with theater? And it hurt. It hurt a lot. Oh my gosh, it was painful. I knew that probably a lot of these comments came from a good place, but it felt like I wasn't being supported. I knew I was following my gut, but it felt like I did something wrong. Luckily, my passion was strong enough that I kept going with it. And after about 6 months of doing the style blogging thing, I was just feeling unfulfilled. It was not going how I wanted it to, and I just wasn't enjoying it. You know, it's one thing for something to not go how you want and to enjoy it, and it's another for things to not go how you want and to just feel exhausted. And I felt exhausted. And so I sat with myself and I asked myself, what do you enjoy most about what you do? And with the style blogging, it was when a friend asked me for style advice, I loved giving it. I loved helping them with that. I loved helping them feel good in what they wore. And so I realized maybe being a personal stylist is my dream, what I meant to do. And then my brain kicked in. Oh my God, what are people gonna think? What will they say when I've changed what I want to do again? This musical theater girl, her whole life, changes what she wants to do, and then 6 months in, she wants to do something else. What will they say? So I said, no, I'm going to keep style blogging. Well, I kept doing it, kept burning out, blah, 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 overworking myself, blah, blah, blah. And this all came to a head in May of 2021 last year. And I got this blog deal I was very excited about. It ended up costing me about $500. Sure, I got some clothes gifted, but in the end, taking into account the photographer, the time, the energy, all that stuff, I should have made that. And that was brutal. You know, I realized that it wasn't worth it to me. I enjoy it. If somebody is happy to do that and enjoys it, that's great. That's one thing, but I wasn't. I was done. I knew that it was not my calling. I was not on the right path anymore. And so I finally decided to take a personal styling course to become a personal stylist. And I loved it. I loved it. I was like, this is so cool. There's so much to this that I never expected. So August 2021, I launched my business as a personal stylist. And it was a lot of up and down. I'm not going to lie. Some months I was like getting people and it was great. And then the next, it was like nothing. It wasn't this steady climb that I had hoped it would be. Nothing like that. And it was really hard with the business I was getting. And I started to feel in my gut, I need a coach. I need to work with somebody on the business part because I'm just struggling. And so I'm glad I followed that gut feeling. I found a coach, amazing, Aileen Lane. If you're a personal stylist, Aileen Lane, she's the best. And I joined her program. I'm glad that I followed my gut feeling and joined her program. I remember on that discovery call, I had so many nerves. I was so scared. Like, was I ready to commit to a program like this? And so I sat with myself for a second, dug down deep, and my gut was like, do this. Your life is going to be better if you do this. And I'm glad I listened to that gut feeling. Because I realized in that program, I have even a bigger purpose, well, bigger for me than being a personal stylist. I've dealt a lot with this burnout, and I've been able to get to the other side of it and know how to prevent it, know how to see it coming, love myself enough to make decisions to stop it. And my passion now is helping women through that. And a piece of that is personal style. You know, personal style is all about doing what makes you feel good, honoring your body. And style blogging helped me get there. Being an actress, helped give me thick skin. Things don't always work out how you want, and you fall down and you want to give up, but you keep going. And that gave me the thick skin to do that. And, I don't say this to brag, but I'm really happy now. Life is easy and I enjoy it, and I have big dreams and goals, some financial, some with my business and otherwise in my life, and I certainly want those. But what I've realized, it doesn't matter if I'm not happy. It doesn't matter if life is hard. Life should be enjoyable. We're only here a short time. Let's enjoy it. And so I share this story because I know it can be really hard to listen to your gut. And there were times where I didn't in my journey, and it cost me. It cost me time where I could have been enjoying my life more. I could have been at this place sooner. And so I really encourage you that if there is something you want to do it. Follow your gut. And it might be hard. There might be people that shut you down and don't support you. But if you feel it in you got to do something, do it. I felt so weird about being an influencer. I was like, should I do this? This is weird, right? But I'm glad I did it because it got me here. And if you are struggling with listening to your gut, I get it. It took me a long time to get there. This is something I can totally help you with as a burnout coach. So send me a DM if you want some help with that. But thank you for listening. And I hope that with each day, you can learn more to listen and trust your gut because it is a beautiful thing.